Hi everyone and welcome to the Learning Ladder. Excuse my voice, I've still got a cold. But I got a cold for a very, very good reason, and that's because I'm pregnant. I can't believe I'm actually saying that out loud. I think that's probably the first time I've actually said it to to anyone else other than like my family and stuff, but I'm pregnant. Yay! It's amazing. So in this video I am going to show you my test progression, because I found it quite interesting to watch videos like that. So my pregnancy test progression, and also I am going to talk about my 2-week wait symptoms for this particular transfer. I'm also going to do another video where I'm going to compare the negative, well it wasn't negative, well yeah I guess it was, negative transfer that I had first versus the positive transfer that I had second. So I had 2 embryo transfers. The first one didn't work at all, there wasn't even a little tiny bit of a line, nothing. And then the second one obviously did work. So I started testing from 9 days past transfer, so 14 DPO. I tested with my first transfer from like 4 DPO, and I do not recommend doing that at all. It totally made me feel awful seeing that negative line every single day. So just FYI, a lot of people do. And I completely understand why, because I initially thought, oh yeah, such a good idea, I'm going to test, but I do not recommend doing that. So this time I decided I was not going to test at all until 9 days past transfer, so 14 DPO. Best thing I ever did. So that actually worked out to be Boxing Day. So on Boxing Day I took my tests and I got my first positives, and it was amazing. So after that so on the 9 DPO days past transfer, I took a Clear Blue digital, and I also took a first response, and then I took 2 of my Amazon GPs, the One Flow and the Easy at Home. So I'll show you, you'll see all the clips in a bit with those tests. And then I didn't test again using the expensive tests until my official test day, which was 14 days past transfer, which was 19 DPO. So but in the meantime, I did test with the Easy at Home and the One Flow, but I'm done now with testing. I'm just going to test one more time with the Clear Blue digital, just to make sure I go from 2 to 3 to 3+. But other than that, I'm done with testing. But it was fun to see the line progressing anyway. But yes, in terms of symptoms, so in this 2-week wait, the 2 most prominent symptoms, which were exactly the same as I had with my first pregnancy with my daughter, was bloating and needing to pee, like all the time, constantly. Before those 2 things happened, I had 2 things which made me go, ooh, okay, maybe, but I didn't want to get my hopes up because of what happened the first time. But the 2 things that I had was I sneezed, and oh my god, they hurt so bad. And I remember having that with my daughter, but I don't remember it being in the 2-week wait. I remember it being after I'd already found out I was pregnant. I think when you had a baby, obviously things get stretched out and stuff, so I think that's why you feel things sooner in subsequent pregnancies. Let me know, I don't know, because this is my first subsequent pregnancy, but in terms of hopefully one that's going to be live birth. But that was my first symptom. And then the other thing was, which was really bizarre, but thinking about it now it makes sense. When I was doing my injection for my progesterone, you have an alcohol wipe, which obviously wipe your skin with first, and it smelled so bad, and I did not remember it smelling so bad the first time when my first embryo transfer, prior to this one, and it just felt really, really strong, the alcohol in the wipe, and it was like, oh, that is so bad. And I thought, oh, it's probably just because, you try to justify it because you don't want to get your hopes up. So I thought, oh, it's probably because it's a different brand than it was the first cycle and stuff. But no, I genuinely don't think it's that. I think it's just because your sense of smell is much stronger. So those are my first symptoms. And then, as I said, bloating and needing to pee, they were constant. I felt that they were... the needing to pee was really intense. I actually even did a urine test. I have the urinalysis strips at home. I always keep them just in case, and just to make sure there was nothing going on, and there wasn't. It was fine, but it was just obviously a good sign, and it was pregnancy. So occasionally I felt a little bit nauseous, but nothing yet, and it was the same with my daughter. I didn't start to feel that until I think sort of 6 weeks onwards. But yeah, so we're pregnant. I can't believe it. It's so exciting. So the next milestone, I guess, is getting the 3+, obviously on the Clear Blue test, and then my ultrasound, which is the big milestone. So I'm going to book that, and fingers crossed you see a heartbeat. And then yeah, and then I have to do all the the registering with the midwife and stuff, which I'm really not looking forward to doing. Hopefully it'll be a better experience than it was last time, but you know, who knows. It's going to be interesting with being so rural, and as far as I know, if they deem you that you need any kind of extra care, you have to go to the nearest city, which is 4 hours. So that's not going to be fun. So I'm hoping that I won't need that, but who knows. But anyway, focusing on the positive, and I will see you in our next video, and I'll be doing the comparison between my negative transfer and positive transfer symptoms, and they were quite different, so I definitely want to make that video. And now I'll leave you with all my pregnancy tests. So thanks so much for watching, and take care. See you soon.
So these are my pregnancy tests, 9 days past 5-day transfer. First one is first response, second one is Clearblue Digital, then we've got easy at home cheapy off Amazon, and then wonderful flow of cheapy off Amazon. Okay, so the Clearblue Digital close up, I actually think the test line is slightly darker than the control line. Let me know what do you think it is? Do you think it is slightly darker than the control line? And then obviously it's the pregnant one. Focus 1 to 2. So I'm 4 weeks exactly today, so I'm hoping that it'll obviously change 2 to 3 or 3 plus the next time I do it. Then I actually think the easy at home, let's give it a minute to focus. Okay, so if I do it here instead of over there, oh, God's sake, focus. Okay, so here is the easy at home close up. And then the Wonder Flow. So yeah, looking good. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. I just in a state of wow, it worked. Fingers crossed. It's still working. But yeah, I'm so excited. And what I'm going to do now is test every day with those two, and then save I've got a Clearblue and Digital and a first response left, and I'm going to do those on test day, which is 14 days past transfer. So in 5 days time, hopefully this will have updated to 2 to 3 or 3 plus, and I'll be ecstatic. But I'm really happy with this. It's making me excited. So fingers crossed. I can't believe it. This is the first day I tested. Last transfer I tested from 4 DPO onwards. This time, when I say 4 DPO, I mean 4 days past transfer. So 4 days past 5-day transfer. But this time it was so heartbreaking to see that negative every single day. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to test 9 days past transfer, and then we'll know, hopefully, because I think it should be, I'm really hoping, an accurate result at 9 days past transfer. So I wonder when the line would have actually been visible, because I think that's quite dark, so that might have been visible maybe at 5 days past transfer, I don't know, but oh, so excited. So I show you the bump, 14 days, 14 DPO, which is 9 days past 5-day transfer. I'm so bloated, it is unreal. But yeah, that's oh, look at that bloat. It's crazy how bloated I am. So the difference between this transfer and the last transfer was I was initially bloated with the first transfer, but about 6 days past transfer, the bloat kind of just went, and I went back to flat. But with this one, this transfer I've been bloated from I'd say 2 days after transfer, and then it just got continually bigger. So this is the 9 days past transfer. And the other thing is, as well, is I can't stop peeing, which I think is related to the bloat too. But yeah, there we go. It looks cute, even if it is bloat. We love you. Yay! Excuse my voice, I'm sick. I've had a cold that started in the 2-week wait, so it's just continuing. But here is 11 days past transfer. Look how dark it is today. I'm so excited. So that's day 9, day 10, And day 11 with the easy at home. And then we've got day 9, day 10 and day 11 with the Wonder Flow. So, oh, there we go. Let's focus. There. So, progression from, let's just move it up a bit. There we go. Progression with those lines. I'm super happy about that. It's getting really dark now. That one is amazing. I need to write on 11 DPT. But look at it. Oh my god, it's almost as dark as the other line. I wish I've got a first response and a clear blue. I'm saving them for test day. So I was so tempted to use them today and see because of how dark the line's gone, but I need to save them for test day. But yeah, I'm super happy with that. Okay, so here are our progression for 11 and 12. So these are the easy at home. So we're now 17 days past ovulation, or 12 days past 5-day transfer. I actually think it's starting to take a little bit from the control line on that one. And then this one is the wand flow. So yeah, that one looks a little bit darker, and then I think this one does as well. Fingers crossed. Are all lined up, so these are the easy at home. So we've got 9, 10, 11 and 12, and then the wand flow 9, 10, 11 and 12. I definitely think the biggest difference you see is after the 48 hours, which makes sense because that's when HCG obviously doubles. But yeah, I'm excited. So test day in 2 days time, official test day, but we're looking good. There is 13 days past 5-day transfer with the wand flow, and also with easy at home. So it's officially test day tomorrow. So I'll show you the clear blue and my first response tomorrow. And my little bloat bump, 4 weeks and 4 days. So basically in the morning it does seem to go down a little bit, but then by the end of the day it's swollen again. So a little bloat bump. It's officially test day, and yay! It went up to 2 to 3. I'm so happy about that. Because that was one of the problems that I had when I had my last IVF cycle, that it never went from 1 to 2, never changed from 1 to 2. So that's how I kind of knew there was something wrong before I started with the pain, but this has moved to 2 to 3. I'm so happy. So that's the clear blue. Then look at the first response. I'm like, wow. So that's a dye stealer for sure. Look at that. It's like taking all the dye from the control line. So that's amazing. So this is 14 days past transfer, so 19 DPO. And then we have got the easy at home again. Hang on a sec. So this is the easy at home, and again, it looks like it's taken some of the dye from the control line, which is amazing. Look how dark that line is now. That's so cool. And then this one is the wand flow. So I'm going to line them up now for you. Okay, so they're all lined up now. That's just marker. So starting from 9 DPO, then we've got 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14 with the wand flow. And then the easy at home, so we've got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. And then, oh, hang on, let me get my other first response. And then there's the first response and the clear blue digital. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I'm not going to do any more of these tests now. I might just do a clear blue. I will. I'll do a clear blue in a week's time just to make sure it's gone to 3+. But other than that, I'm stopping testing now. But it's just been really fun to see the progression. With my first pregnancy with my daughter, I literally tested twice. Once to get the 2 to 3 and once to get the 3+ on a clear blue. I never used any other tests. It wasn't until my second pregnancy that I started testing, because obviously I thought there was an issue, and then this time I started testing from day 9. So thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.